Hey there, my name is Veronica. I am so happy to be with you today on this Anchor podcast. Thank you for joining me, and today we're going to answer 3 questions submitted by you, the listener. If you would like your questions submitted on a future podcast, it's really simple. Download the Anchor app, find me at Veronica Isles, and send me a voice note. So, who am I? I am a Chicago based life coach who specializes in conscious manifesting, living your life with intention. And I am here to help make your life better. So, we're going to answer 3 questions, and hopefully, yours got answered today. So, let's get to question number 1.
Dear Veronica, thank you so much for this opportunity. I realized I have a huge communication block when it comes to communicating with my SP. I have a tendency to overcalculate and become very indecisive in answering to him, texting him, call him, and things like that. And I realized that underneath of that stuff is a huge fear of being disappointed and being hurt because I never had really good relationship with anyone so far. So I have fear of a worst case scenario. Also, I have this intuitive feeling that something will happen with him that I won't be able to control. It's neutral feeling, it's not a bad thing. So how can I be more open towards him, be myself more? And stop expecting the worst and overcome all these issues. Thank you so much and Happy New Year to you and your cats.
So, I'm sorry to hear that you're sort of walking on eggshells around your specific person. I do think that we overanalyze things because we think we need to say the exact right words in order to make a result happen. And I think what you need is more belief within yourself. And I think that this is a really common issue that a lot of people suffer with in terms of relating to their specific person because they want to do the exact right thing, say the right thing, be the right way in order to be accepted, welcomed in by the specific person, have that specific person love them, adore them. But the key to all of those things actually is embracing the true you who is comfortable saying whatever instinctually comes to mind, whatever is true to your personality. Now, once you start fully embracing who you are and fully loving who you are, you will realize that by being your true self is really the only way your specific person can ideally love you in the way that you seek. You seek love, acceptance from this specific person. The only way it can really work out is by you being true to you. It can't work out any other way. So the next time that inclination comes to analyze the words you're going to say to them or script a particular message in just the right way, I want you to challenge yourself to not fall into old habits where you feel like you need to please this person and do the exact right thing. And I think that this will help you in terms of to stop being afraid and to start realizing that you can be yourself, that you have to be yourself. Like, what is the point in attracting a love relationship with someone if you're not truly who you are and you're not truly being loved for who you are? You have to start to take baby steps towards this idea of this person being able to love you for who you are. And we should always expect the best, never expect the worst. I would have an intuitive feeling that everything is somehow going to work out. Um, you have more control over your world than you give yourself credit for. And it's time to start catching those feelings where you're expecting the worst. Now, even if you've never had a good relationship before and you're afraid of being hurt, it's time to step out on a limb, jump into the deep side of the pool, make it happen, and decide that this is a new moment, this is a new person. You are done with being hurt and let down. You are now welcoming in the best, but again, the only way that the best can happen is if you're true to yourself. And if you honestly love yourself unconditionally, flaws and all. Flaws and all. And to stop thinking that you can somehow do something to push them away or somehow mess up, because you really can't. You instinctively know how to do this, so it's time to start trusting yourself more. Okay, so let's get on to question number 2.
Hello, Veronica. I've been listening to your videos and I'm trying to follow it. I tried the 25-day challenge, but it's somehow not working. My question is how to let go and trust when you see the person daily, but it's still not happening. You see them with their friends, but somehow it's they don't show the same thing to same friendliness to you. How to deal with this and how to trust the universe that it's going to happen.
Thank you so much for submitting your question, and thank you also for trying the techniques. I do think that they can overall end up working for you. I think a lot of times in attracting a specific person, it takes persistence. Now, the fact that you see your specific person on a daily basis can actually help you, can actually work in your favor when you see this person. Try not to judge things as negative. Yes, you're currently not talking in the way that you would love to be talking or sharing in the way that you would want to be, but try not to see her and imagine that she doesn't even know you exist, or that she's off happy in her own world and caring nothing about you, or not having the ability to care about you in the future. A lot of times we judge the current moment as stale and as an indication that nothing is going to happen. But the future isn't written yet. Many things can happen between, now and tomorrow, now and next week, now and next month. A lot of action, a lot of movement can be different. So when you're near her, I would actually try to just feel the warmth and the fullness of the fact that she is close within proximity to you. And let that idea make you smile that your specific person, the person that you are in love with, is nearby, is physically nearby. I would use that as a chance to exude amazing energy that is truly you. Be your best self. But don't be so fixated on her. Watching what she's doing, watching if she's talking with her friends, watching her every move. It's time to place more focus, more energy, more attention on you. So start really using, these moments where you're nearby her to just do your own thing. Don't make your entire world about her and your entire world about wondering what she's doing or when she's going to do something. So you let go and you trust by feeling these things as possible. When you're nearby her, say, what if next week we were planning a romantic getaway to some, location where lovers go to? What if by next week she was professing her love to me? What if she told me that every single time that she saw me, that she was actually wondering what I was thinking about, if I was thinking about her, that the whole time she was actually needing me? So let's tell a new story where the things you actually want to have happen are in progress. Yes, you are not there yet. Stop looking for indication with your eyes. Start looking from within. How do you feel inside? How do you feel about yourself just being in a relationship that is successful in general? How does that feel inside just for you? Let's take her out of the picture. Let's take the resistance out of the picture. How do you just feel? Just about having someone be head over heels in love with you, pursue you, need you, want you mutually. So I hope that this could help, and I'm wishing you all of the success in the world. Okay, so let's get to question number 3.
Hi Veronica, I'm one of your viewers from YouTube, and I just had a question that what do we do in a third party situation when we see those people together all the time? Like, like how I used to hang out with my person, and now there's somebody else who hangs out with him the same way. So, how do we get out of a situation and fix things like that?
Thank you so much for submitting your question. Now, I want to say, of course, this is tricky to see your specific person with the third party and having it almost be flaunted in your face. And I would say that it's really your choice how to react in this. You can either continue hanging out in the way that you would before and try to not feel triggered by the presence of this third party or by trying to judge them together or how they look together, how they're interacting together, or you can decide to take some time off from putting yourself in this situation and know that you do have the choice. Like, you do not have to hang out with them and have to see this third party all the time. You can actually choose to look the other way, be actually in a different direction, not be in that scenario. Now, I know you probably want to see your specific person, but sometimes you need to put your own peace of mind first in order to break through within a situation. So don't be afraid to distance yourself from your specific person for the fact that this person is with the third party, and you don't have to expose yourself to that. You do not have to see that, because when you're around that, like, it's hard to just not feel emotionally triggered. Like, you could do that, but if you're finding that difficult, I would say to just sit out and do something else. Hang out with friends, hang out with family members, be by yourself and have it be okay. Do something else. Do something else for self-betterment, because manifesting something should always feel good. And if you are feeling almost tormented by seeing them together, then take this as a chance to put your peace of mind first above anything else, above, needing to be physically around your specific person, and say to yourself, I'm going to take a time out just for me so I can feel good, so I can feel at peace, so I could feel happy, so I could feel relaxed. Really put your needs first. And I think this is something a lot of people struggle with in terms of attracting a specific person. They don't think about their own peace of mind first. You could even take a break from thinking about your specific person all the time too. You could put out the intention that your specific person will re-enter your life when they are single, and just sort of leave it at that and go about your way, do other things. But you really want to free yourself from being fixated on a person, from being fixated on a situation, but from being fixated on a situation that's obviously bringing you pain right now. Like, seeing them together is bringing you pain. So again, you have different choices, and all of these choices will lead you to the result, as long as you can find that inner peace, that abundance, that feeling of that someone can actually choose you and actually want to be with you. I would work on those feelings independent of any idea of anyone, just you yourself, and do things to make you feel better, make you feel comfort, peace of mind. Okay, so I hope this helped. And I want to say a special thank you to everyone that submitted questions. If your question has not been answered yet, it will be on a future podcast. So do watch out for that. You can learn more about me and get my personalized one-on-one coaching at veronicaisles.com. Do find me on YouTube as well. Subscribe and watch my nearly 500 videos. youtube.com/VeronicaIsles. Also download my new app for iPhone. It's an affirmations app. The link is in the description of this podcast. Have a wonderful day, and may all your dreams come true.